Well, welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon, with this incredible group, and I know some of them, but not all of them. I know Jorina. Yes. Now, Jorina is manager, producer for Valentino. Valentino's been my friend for many, many years, and then we've got Skip. Now, these two young ladies, this young lady right here, I'm calling her Miss Happy, because she's, look, she's always laughing, she's always happy. And I like you with the glasses and the hat. You have a great look. I do have a look, isn't this amazing? And what's your name?
My name is Jeannie Choi.
Jeannie Choi.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, Jeannie Choi.
I do mess names up a lot, but I can get away with it, can't I? Can I get away with it? See what I mean. So now, Valentino, help me with this group, because we know Skip is also part of your production company. You do a lot of the producing, a lot of the music and sound. Actually does an awful lot of stuff. Very, very talented young man. And also, I know you also do that for the church as well on Sundays, don't you? You work in the church and help them with their music as well. So he's one of these guys that gives and gives back.
Hey, it's an opportunity to use the gift, so
I love that. Yeah. You know, so many of us are so selfish with our gift. Give it out there. Let
That's right. It's not yours to keep.
No, it's not. No, it's his to keep. It's his to keep, and he can do what he wants with it.
There you go.
We know who's up there, don't we?
Amen.
Valentino, how are you? Look, he's all dressed up here. Now, we know who Valentino is. Valentino was Michael Jackson's double for 17 years, correct?
Correct.
Now, this is a good thing and not a good thing, what I'm going to say, because today is actually the anniversary of Michael Jackson's passing. So in one way, it's a sad day that we can't really do anything about. In another way, we had to kind of sort of, celebrate and look up to him of everything he did and who he was and why he was. And
because he's in heaven.
That's right. And he went when he was, I wish where people go when they're supposed to go. I guess I'm not supposed to go yet. I'm still hanging around.
No way, we need you here.
They need me. What do you need me for?
For many things.
Many things. Now, Jorina, we don't often have you on the show, but you're a big sort of background person to the company of Valentino and Skip and the whole company. How's it going?
It's coming along. We have quite a few projects on the table, and we're getting ready to produce the film.
What's the name of the film? It's the one that Geraldine Hughes wrote, right?
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
See, I'm quite there.
It's called Redemption.
Redemption.
So
and I understand we're getting some great headway on it. We did about 5 or 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 interviews on the radio in the morning, all from. It was a heavy one, wasn't it? There was all these different interviews in each one, and we're sitting there being as good as gold, but trying to tell the same story differently each time, because each one was different. And so we have a lot of publicity about this, about Geraldine Hughes. Geraldine Hughes was actually the young lady that was behind the scenes when Michael Jackson got convicted of this child molestation. And Geraldine Hughes has decided that she wants the story out there of what really did happen, which all of it, I can't say too much because it's going to be a film and I don't want to spoil the film, but it's a story that has to be out there because it's the truth.
That's right.
And truth always comes. Isn't it funny how truth always seeks its own place?
Always.
Why?
Always. Because God is there. Truth come out anyway.
It always comes out eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, it always is.
Sooner or later.
Now, what do you have to do with all this? Because you have to understand, when I have a lot of people on my show, I don't know half the things of what they do and what they don't do. So I'm sort of and I love it because it's the excitement. I get to learn. So, what exactly part are you playing in all this? And you're a beautiful woman.
Me?
Yes,
I'm 65. So anyway,
I'm not going to say I'm older than you because I'm 39 and holding, and that's where we're staying. We'll keep it there.
Anyway, we met by Angel. Somebody just always helping me to meet right person.
Well, it's in his hands to meet at the right time.
Yeah, I say I need somebody like this, then they come.
They come down.
Yeah.
Okay, so your time was ready.
Through bad person and good person, But I met them very fortunately, and I became a real light because I was very, very desperate and depressed about my project, whole project.
Yes.
Because I had very big project. So I'm Korean. So we
How wonderful, South Korean.
Yeah, South Korean, but
Not
I'm,
North Korean yet, but it's coming there. It's coming.
but I'm Korean, but I'm more Italian.
My husband was Italian.
Yeah,
Zara.
my ex-husband was Italian, and I lived in Italy for 30 years. So I'm more.
You
Italian.
lived in Italy for how
30 years.
beautiful! Oh, wow. It's one of my favorite places. San Sorcio.
I get heartache.
San Sorcio in the mountains.
Oh.
That's where my husband was from.
Yeah. So actually, make a long story short, my company, I just set up my company to do K-pop concert all around the world, especially in USA.
Yes.
And started with BTS connections and all that. But K-pop is so, it's kind of a God's willing. K-pop is so popular, we can do a lot of concerts.
Yes, I noticed on your, I was looking at I think, a website or something, and I saw, and I put a couple of pictures up because I only had one picture of you with a little baby or something.
Yeah, that's my grandson.
And I noticed you had all these different events going on, and I was fascinated by it. So you actually put all these events on.
Yeah.
Now that takes some time because I know some of these events they've got 20,000, 40,000, 50,000 people in them. I mean we're not talking about 100 people. We're talking about a big event. And now to control that and keep that all together.
Because my experience with my international business with my dad from 24 to now, I was in the fashion business was all Italian famous brand name like
now she's talking my language.
Yeah.
I love fashion.
I work with Gucci, Mr. Gucci, Roberto Gucci.
Mr.
They
Gucci.
know me so I know all Italian famous designers, top brand.
Oh, how
and then I know K-pops and the people in business and movie business.
this young lady.
Yeah, her cousin, her uncle is the top #1 movie director in Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I knew you had something by the way you dress and what you look like. I mean, she looks amazing to me. You really do.
Without her, I cannot do anything because I cannot travel. So she'll be traveling for me for fashion, everything.
She travels for fashion. So are you more in the fashion business than you are in the film business?
Yes.
You didn't take up your dad's side of that.
I'm more in fashion.
In fashion,
Right.
and I can tell that's beautiful. So they're both in my element. Last week I had my fashion corner lady on, and we were in Hermes. So she had gone. Her mother had just passed away, and things were very sad. So her husband took her shopping to Hermes. And she had,
That's
nice.
Hermes.
yeah, Hermes. And she had all these presents and all this stuff, and so she brought them on set, and they were fabulous. So it was
Hermes is a very special company.
very special company.
They only wanna run in family.
Yes.
They don't want to open any more stores
No.
because high quality. There's a limit of production.
If you go too far
They cannot
over the
make
high
it
quality, it's no longer high quality because
No,
everybody takes
if
it.
it's done in Italy, there's a limited
So
production.
how did you two get connected? Because you are connected.
I met her about 17 years ago in Las Vegas.
Oh really? I see.
Yeah.
Las Vegas has its ways.
Yeah, and then we talk about my
Your company?
no, not my company is built now with a top brand name company in Korea. All about 30, 40 companies we work together.
You all work
the world.
together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we are doing here to.
That makes it stronger. Doesn't it? It makes it stronger on business.
Financial wise and the name wise and connection wise.
Yeah, fabulous.
So like like LG Group, Samsung, all
big
groups.
Big groups are like family, like cousins and all that.
Well, that's what a group
Yeah,
is.
so we
It's
have
the
to-
old English way.
Yeah.
The old English way
that's
is the family
English
thing.
family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the family. I mean, my family come from the Whiteway Wilkinsons, and they were very big in sort of the mining and everything else.
So
in
why are we
England,
stronger together,
Yes, when you stay together.
So why we work together? Because like a bar, we all agreed on this one. That's why we are together now. You work your lifetime. You work so hard for money.
It's not. I always say it's not always about
No,
money.
I know.
right.
I know. But
Exactly.
people talk about now. I say, why we want to work so hard? We want to retire. Why we want to work so hard? Because we say, let's give back, love back. So
I like that.
So we want to. It's also BTS was on the background too.
Yes.
Now we need the teenager, next generation to have build a better life, better world.
Yes.
So we work together.
So we have to give that to our
Yeah,
younger
so we work
generation.
together to build this heaven camp.
Yes.
But the teenagers,
They need us. They
home.
need us. And it's funny because I've been talking with all my guests today, but all teenagers from every single part of life all need us.
Yeah.
And I was talking about, which I can bring it right back up again, we have 16,000, thereabouts, quote unquote, homeless children in Nevada, mostly in Vegas. And none of those should be homeless because it's up to us as the older generation to take care of them. It's nothing to do with them being homeless.
right.
They did not cause that.
Yeah,
we
they
caused
did not.
it.
They need to finish high school education first.
But we have to make sure they
So
do.
our first target of our profit, it's not non-profit. We might go to non-profit, but our first
I like for
thing-
profit.
No, because
I like for profit.
because
How about you, Skip?
Absolutely.
we don't have time to beg for money for other people. We want to work and build.
Well, no, we work and then we,
build it.
and
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
and then we
yeah,
put it
yeah,
out there
yeah.
because
If
then
somebody
money
wanna donate,
circulates. Because all we
yeah.
do with money is we take it in and we spend it.
That's
So what
right.
do we do? It's circulation of money.
Yeah.
Once the circulation of money stops, the world stops.
That's right. So
Exactly.
you said about 16,000 kids homeless, right? It was so funny. I didn't know. I didn't know the number. I told my construction company, let's make a budget for 2,000 beds. 20,000 beds. That's our first budget.
20,000.
20,000. How did I know it was 16,000 homeless?
She didn't know the
I
numbers,
didn't know.
right?
See, I've often seen houses and these big complexes, and I guess they're old apartment buildings that are all boarded up and everything. I'm thinking, why can't we take the walls down? Why can't we put this all together? And why can't we let these
we're gonna
children
make all
live
that.
there?
Why
We're
can't
gonna make
we?
all in one ground.
Somebody said, well, where do these children go? I said, where do you think they go?
Not
They
just go,
No,
guardians,
no,
you know.
No, don't. They go under the freeways.
Oh, my
They
God.
go in the tunnels
not
there.
good.
Oh, if you knew where
Cold
they
and
were,
hot. Oh.
it's absolutely awful.
They're
Now,
all
on-
over, but when at
on-
night, it's a sad.
It's very
So
sad.
20,000 bed, we're gonna
20,000 beds for the kids. I love it. I love it.
we're gonna hold everybody.
Yeah, put them all together.
And then
Yeah.
this is just sample. So everybody in Italy, Korea, Philippines,
Yeah, all over
we're gonna
yes.
build their own country seeing this sample.
Yes, yes,
Which
yeah.
is a,
That's a good example.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That's how we are together.
So we've agreed on one thing.
They want. We show them how to work, and they
Yes.
can build there.
And then they can
Yeah.
help.
So this is a 20,000 bed. We're gonna build just like a military base.
Yes.
2 beds, sharing.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
And then we give them education, high school graduation. Then we're gonna guide all the way to university or adult life.
Yes.
We're not gonna just
throw them out.
No,
At
no,
18
no,
years
no.
old. That was the sad thing in Los Angeles, that they had all these homes to go to, but at 18 years old,
they go out.
they're gone.
They
They
There's
become
no money
Yep.
anymore.
and they become
They become on the street homeless.
They become,
no,
that's the
and then they
problem.
become people criminal.
Yeah, then they become.
No, it's
but
terrible.
they are homeless, but now they're adults.
Yes, and now it's harder for
That
them
is
to
harder
It's
for
harder.
them. Yeah. So that's
So-
something we have to do. Skip, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
So what's going on in your life with all this? You've got all these lovely people around you. That's I mean, this
Well,
is
it's just an amazing amount of energy going on here,
Yes.
and some great projects, and just happy to be a part of it.
Yes.
And as
So whatever
Eva
you
was
can
talking
do it and
about,
put into it.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, you're kind of the Valentino, you're kind of heading the whole thing up here. How does it feel, being able to put all this together? Because you were so close with the Redemption book, Geraldine Hughes has written, and now making it into a movie. I mean, and then with your attachment to Michael Jackson, this must be really such a big experience for you.
Oh, it's life changing. It's a
Yeah,
miracle.
yeah.
It's amazing. I'm really, really fortunate and blessed to have Jorina and Skip, and now Eva, and
Yeah.
Jeannie, and yourself as well.
I'm in that.
To actually take the vision and bring it to life.
Yeah, because it's like, we've all got this vision, and now all of a sudden we've all come together in one way or another, because that's how, like you say, that's how God kind of puts it. And
Absolutely.
And there's always like kind of a time and place to do that. God never tells us when it's going to be and how it's going to be. And do you know why? Because we would mess it up.
That's right.
We would
That's
come along and say,
exactly right.
no, I want to do it this way, and I want to do it that way, and we'd mess the whole thing up.
Right.
So it would be no good. So he always gives us the time. So he's given, I believe it's Valentino is this inspiration behind all this that has kind of put this together. We're
Well,
honored.
I won't
Yes.
say that I'm the inspiration, but I would just say that all the elements came together divinely.
very
that's
much
why
so.
we're here.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. So now, how can anybody reach anybody? Now you have a company, you have a production company here in Las
The
Vegas.
fashion and entertainment.
For fashion and
everything.
entertainment. How can anybody reach you or get in touch with you to talk to you about any project they might have, and they might want you to put on a big musical or something? It sounds like you can do that.
Yeah, I contact some Italian entertainer
Yes.
who wants to come. Like I got in touch with because Andrea Bocelli family is very close friend of my associate.
My favorite.
Yeah, associate Mrs. Covery. She'll be here in town next month, and she'll meet you.
Oh, wonderful.
So then we have Korean the K-pop entertainment agent
Okay.
who create the K-pops.
So maybe we could put Vegas Live with
oh,
Ninon
yeah.
into South Korea. I mean,
Yeah,
it'll all be in English,
Why
believe me,
not?
because I don't speak Korean and I don't ever be able to learn it.
South Korea,
But they
Italy
have
too.
translators,
Italy
so that's
too.
cool, isn't it? Yes, that is very cool.
And Italy too.
Oh, Italy. I cannot speak
My
Italiano,
country.
but I can actually, put the accent on.
Certo. I translate it.
The acting will come out. So you're doing an awful lot in the world, each one of you. Absolutely an amazing group, amazing company. Name of your company?
Purple Victory Productions.
Purple Victory Productions out there. So if you want to get in touch with anything that's going on with all of us, you can go through. Actually, Jorina, you're the one
Yes,
that really.
we are partnering together.
She's the CEO, so you're the one that kind of gets everything
We're
together.
partnering
I don't
together.
even have your phone number. Yes, I do. I do.
I've got yours.
You got my phone number. You got
my
my
boss.
number. It's the phone number on my number. I don't know what for whatever it is.
She's my boss.
She's the chief. She's in charge of everything. So how can they get hold of you, Jorina?
PurpleVictoryProductions.com.
That's it. That's all you need to know. And of course, Skip, you can find him in church, spreading out. That's like what he wants to spread out. He's giving his gifts to the world. And you, young lady in the fashion world,
I'm gonna be, working with her.
Okay.
Eva.
are you
and-
excited about it all?
Yeah.
I bet you are. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you live here or are you in the...
I live in LA actually.
You live in where?
The east area.
East
from
area.
about 50 minutes from the LA.
50 minutes from LA.
Yes.
Oh, how lovely. I used to live up on Mulholland and in Bel Air. I'm not bragging, but that's just where I live.
Very nice.
Yeah, Bel Air. I had a big house.
Nice.
Yeah, it was lovely. It
Yes.
was, those days, we all have change in life, and those were fabulous days. But anyway,
But your life is better now here.
Oh, life is fabulous. I'm not complaining about life at all. You've all been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for reaching out to Vegas Live with Ninon. And don't forget to tune in. And don't forget, my producer tells me all the time, Ninon, make them subscribe. So they got to go to YouTube and subscribe, because the more subscriptions we have, the bigger we can be. And then maybe I'll be able to have my show in Korea.
There you go. It's coming.
And Italy. Oh, Italy. Oh, that's even better. Well, no, I don't know if it's better. They're both equal, because they're different parts of the world.
Better.
And don't forget us.
She said it, not me.
Don't forget us at PurpleVictory.com.
I love that.
The
Thank you for watching.
MusaGroup.com.
PurpleVictory.com.
MusaGroup.com.
Musa Group as well.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
You can tune the radio.